Last night I was feeling slightly less stressed when I was getting ready for bed, but that just all went out the window.
There's one more card left. And
Hello everyone. I just realized I have not talked to you and it's 4 o'clock now. Last night I was feeling slightly less stressed when I was getting ready for bed, but that just all went out the window. Danny very suddenly the past couple days decided we should go on a last minute trip. We do it every year, but I was kind of thinking that maybe he just left for Costco, so the dog is pissed off. I was kind of thinking we wouldn't because I'll be starting work a few days before school starts and Jackson's in PT and stuff, but yeah, he wanted to. And last night he's like, I found the perfect house in Carolina Beach. It's so discounted that we could do 5 days for the price of just a little long weekend, 3 days at any other place. And he really wanted to do that one. That would mean I'd have to move Piggy's grooming. I would have to schedule PT around avoiding that week, lose a week of like prep for school and work, and I just got so overwhelmed I couldn't even sleep. Siggy! Danny just drove away, so hopefully he'll stop barking. He barks the whole time he walks through the backyard to the garage, when the garage door opens, when his car starts up, when he drives away, then when he comes around the block and drives past the front of the house. He barks again. Anyway, so I slept horrible. I was kind of feeling like I had to pee, which is not a good sign. I'm just having a really rough time with UTIs. And stress makes me more susceptible. Dog, can you not bark? Please. So I'm like, oh no, hope this doesn't happen. But then I heard Sebastian sobbing at 1:30 in the morning. I was expecting him to come to us, but when he didn't, I'm like, okay, maybe it's a night terror. And he did stop after a few minutes. So just let it go, and sure enough, he went back to sleep. So that's good. But I woke up again when Danny's alarm went off at 6:15, and I definitely had to deal with like UTI kind of situation where you like really feel like you have to pee. And I couldn't go back to bed after that. I just had bathroom time and drank a glass of water, and that kind of helped it ease back again. There were no clinic appointments available anywhere. I got on the wait list for the one closest to the mall because I had to go to the mall to pick up pants I ordered and had shipped for free. My plants are so pissed off. It keeps getting so hot up here. That might be why. And you're like, you're wearing a sweater and a blanket. I'm a little hot, but I like being cozy. I got on the wait list and yeah, just started my day made a tea, and right at 8 called the groomer. They were really nice about changing Ziggy's grooming bath. Luckily, it's not a haircut. I schedule all of these like a year in advance, and it would be really, really hard to change a haircut because they're so booked. But this is just a spa bath. Anybody can do it. So I was like, here's the situation. It's just tough. We didn't know we'd be out of town when we made this, and we just can't do these days. We need to either do it earlier or do it later. So they were able to move it to this Thursday. It was going to be next Wednesday. So he'll go in a couple days. And then I sat down and I sent my schedule to PT. I'm like, instead of just calling me and us having to go back and forth with you like saying dates and me saying I can't, here are the times I can't. And then I gave her dates leading up till the first day of school. And I was like, and then let's just not do any more because I think it'd be too much to have appointments the first few days of school. Then Sebastian and I went to the mall, and it was a lot of me feeding Sebastian. Oh, on the way I stopped in Walgreens and got some Manos. It seriously looks like it would be pronounced demon nose. And lordy, it tastes like a demon made it. That was the foulest tasting gummy I've ever had in my life, and I had to have 4 of them. But they can be really good for preventing UTIs and potentially staving off one that is borderline starting, which is where I am. I've just been drinking so much. I had 2 big watered down hot teas, a big glass of water. I made myself get this big old honker, and I'm still drinking it. I might switch back to hot tea because I drink that really well. Hi, are you sad that Daddy left? So yeah, I stopped and got that and had half of them in the car, nearly died from how foul it was. And later on in the mall when I got a snack, I had half and immediately ate some food to get the flavor toned down in my mouth. But I picked up my pants, fed Sebastian twice, and grabbed food for Jax as well on the way out. But is that all I got? He got some Pokemon cards. Yeah, I popped into some stores, but I'm just browsing. And came home, and I've just been chilling and drinking, using the bathroom. We want to flush out the germs. I need to go again after I talk to you. And yeah, I think Danny officially booked that place. He held off because he had asked me if this was okay, like right before bed, and I was just so unbelievably stressed. I'm like, I would have to deal with this, and then there's the whole thing that Jack's is not ready to walk to school, and I don't know what to do. That's the only unresolved thing, so I'm like, yeah, go ahead. But while we were at the mall, PT emailed, and she got all the appointments squished in. I'm gonna have some busy days. Go Tuesday. Wednesday I have common threads. Thursday I have Ziggy's grooming, and then I'll probably have maybe an hour, and then PT. Then we're on our trip Monday through Friday, I believe. And then Saturday at 11 a.m., which I was like, try not to do it before noon because Jax is a teenager, but it is what it is. Saturday at 11, right after we get back, is another appointment. And then Monday the 18th, I start work, and I believe I have to do 8 to 3 on that day because it's just in-service days. And I'll have to do PT at 4, which was the earliest I said I could do on those in-service days. I said I couldn't do it all on Tuesday because I and again 8 to 3, and then we have to be back at like 5:45 for parents back to school night, and then I have to tend to my child. Luckily they're not at the same one, because programs pre-K and K are the one I'm going to be working. And then I think the Wednesday, the day before school, I have to do another one. But then she wrote in all capital letters underneath it, I went ahead and did one more week. And then did some spiel about how she tries to balance the schedule because everybody wants the afternoon hours, which is weird because all summer we've been doing midday because we can. We're clear. And then a lot of the ones she scheduled were midday. It's just those 2 days once I'm back to work that were later, and then I told her to stop scheduling so she wouldn't have to schedule the later ones and also overwhelm Jax. But she went ahead and scheduled 2 more. One for the first Monday of school. They start Thursday, Friday. So this would be Monday, and it's like 5 minutes before school gets out, so I'm gonna have to do an early release. And then she chose Wednesday at 4, so it would be an even earlier release, and since they have an every other day schedule of classes, it would be out of the same class, leaving early. So I just wrote back and I was like, can you either move that one to Thursday, here is why, or just delete it? Because like, I didn't even want to do that week. I want to see where we are after the others. See what the school says. And now I'm like second guessing, should I have written to somebody else, not the principal? I just don't know whose. Maybe the dean for our last name, like that's how they divide up the deans. Just like paste the email into that. I just need to reach more people. Maybe he's on a vacation right before school starts. Maybe I need to give it more than a day. I don't know. But that's my update. Probably I'm gonna have to cook dinner when Dan gets back. I am so unbelievably exhausted. My period is still spotting, and I think I'm on day 8 or 9. This was a 20-day cycle. I had 6 days of bleeding, 14 days of no bleeding. Period started again. I'm now on day 9 probably. I'm spotting still. It was fairly heavy for 7 days straight. So I have that. I'm feeling anemic. I got a COVID shot on day 2 of my period, the heaviest day, which gave me a day and a half of fevers, and I've been sore ever since and tired. I'm unbelievably stressed out. My child needs to be able to get to school, and nobody can be the driver. We're not in a bus zone. And we're running out of time. And I'm gonna have only a weekend to prepare and get my kids on schedule for going back to school. Well, they can move their schedules for a few more days, but I have a weekend to get myself ready to start work. Anyway.
I'm on bag 7.
Do you want to show them your car?
Yeah.
He's been working on Legos since we got back from the mall because his friend was at summer camp, but I think he gets to go out and play in about 15 minutes. So I'll let you see the car, and then I will have my bathroom. Okay, go ahead. So what kind of car is it?
It's a Koenigsegg.
Is that German?
I think.
Sounds German.
So it has suicide doors. And the way that they work is there's these wicks, like, push it out and make it go up at the same time. And then there's the back that can open, which reveals the, and if you So if the back wheels move, then and that will make the engine thing go up and down.
Very cool.
And then
Getting close. Don't break it.
I forgot.
Oh, you gotta do that in a real car too.
Yeah. That's why they made it. And then I'm working on the front area.
Good job. I'm even more tired. Why are you sniffing my blanket, sir? You can have your hair back. I think since I last saw you, I made dinner. While I was making dinner, like while the water was boiling, I was adding a page I had been working on to the main menu of the dog rescue site, so that it is live. And yeah, made dinner. Oh, there's the stitch marker I dropped. Oh, my thighs hurt from all the squats I did yesterday cleaning my play kitchen. I had a bath and then I was working on this. I am doing duplicate stitch for a white fuzzy star. Let's see, it's fuzzy. Down here, right below the needle, I was testing out going over it twice, just because I feel like it looks a little see-through, but I do think it looks too lumpy. It looks stitched on down there, so I think I'm going to take that out and just stick with the slightly transparent look. I think it will look nice when it's a large star. Tomorrow, Sebastian is going with Danny to his office, which he doesn't have a permanent office, but they have an office for Yahoo in Reston Town Center, I believe. It was actually, they took over a building where he used to work at a different company when Jax was like newborn, so that's kind of funny. But they are going to ride the metro in together for a special event teaching kids about cyber safety and like get safety fingerprints for Sebastian and stuff. So, hey, why are you licking the bathroom floor? You're nasty. You're so nasty. That is a kid bathroom. That's so gross. So gross. That derailed my brain. Yeah, so they were going to be gone most of the day, and the water mitigation company is supposed to come back and get their equipment. So he's like, oh, can you be here right smack in the middle of the day? And I'm like, ugh. I'm like trying so hard to schedule PT and all these other things, and then he wanted to book a 5-day vacation. So luckily he saw that without me having to say anything, and he called them and bumped it up to a slightly later window, and they plan to be back for it. So I think their window starts at 2, and we got assigned PT at 1, which probably we'll get out at like 2:30. So that's good that we don't have to be back. And I'll probably take Jax to lunch. But we'll see what else I get up to. I've got some party stuff to put away. I've got lots of laundry to do.
We have to do my probiotic.
Okay. And yeah, we'll just see what we do. I don't know if I'm going to be getting groceries or ordering groceries or what. But now I've got to think about the fact that we are going out of town. Plus think about the fact that I only have a weekend when I get back before I start work. And there's a lot of things I still need to load up my work bag. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.
Help!